Previously on Knight's Quest.
If that spirit fella is telling the truth,
that means the writer's assistant is somebody in Goldon. Fight you?
I think you've earned a fight.
I can't have you be the only act. I can pull up a list real quick. I'll let you choose.
We're going to have to train you separately. I'll work with you, Eloise, and then Personal will work with Friend Maker. To the training! Do you guys have a cold open idea? Because I used mine already.
Yeah. Wait, no, we've already done it. Nope, we can't do that one. I was going to say brr, shiver, it's cold, it's a cold open. But I think we've already done that one, so we can't.
That was so camp counselor. I can't even.
I don't think we've done that one, Jamie.
Have we not?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, you just wasted it.
Yeah, I was going to say now the magic is gone. Yeah.
Now that was the cold open. I've started the timer. Listeners, I don't know if you understand.
Wow.
My favorite thing to do is as we're preparing our cold open, like, how do we want to open the episode? And then they say something stupid, and I go,
right.
I tricked you. We've started the episode now because you said something silly.
I never say anything stupid. Everything I say is smart and clever. Cool, guys. Thanks for going just 5 seconds of dead silence after I said that. Much appreciated.
Oh, boy.
Welcome back to Knight's Quest, everyone. I hope you are enjoying it so far. All 1 minute of it. So
sure.
Well, two if you count the theme song. 3 maybe. I don't even know. Hey, remember last time when I said we're going to wrap up all our fringe scenes?
Last time
and
on
I
Knight's
said
Quest.
we wouldn't. Well, I was right and wrong at the same time. Because I was wrong that we would do it, and then right that we wouldn't do it. But this time, though,
How do you win at roulette? You bet on every single number.
you bet on all of them.
You're never wrong if you're always right.
I mean, where's the flaw? Where's the flaw in this logic?
No flaws.
Yeah.
No flaws. Okay, let's just get to the business.
Just do it.
And we're not starting with the business. We're gonna start with the training.
Yeah, business was like really the only word that wouldn't work for this situation.
Yeah. I was going to say the bee's knees, but that wasn't.
You could have
close.
said, let's get down to business.
Right.
Hold on. Guys, do you hear that? Is that training montage music I hear? That's it. Jake, why are you doing it? Jamie put it in post. It's playing right now.
I didn't put the actual song, Let's Get Down to Business. That's copyrighted.
No, but it's a training montage. It's time for a training montage.
Flawless.
As Megan
Excellent.
Trainor is working. So clearly this is going to have a lot of bass in it. Megan Trainor, the orc, is working with Eloise. And Personal Trainer is working with Grorg.
I still can't get over that.
Training montage scene. I don't know how this is going to work in an audio medium, but let's just say things that sound like you're training or being trained, and maybe random descriptions. This is going to be Spitfire. You ready, Jake?
No.
Here we go. Megan is making Eloise do push-ups. I'll go faster. Faster. More. Keep it going.
And she's like, I thought the point of push-ups was about consistency and form and not speed.
No, you're wrong. It's just fighting push-ups. They're about speed.
Personal trainer, he's like tossing like weapons at Grorg. Like he's like tossed a cudgel at Grorg. And like Grorg like catches it, and Personal's like, no, it's not the right one. And he like knocks it out of his hand. He like tosses like nunchucks to Grorg, and he catches it. He's like, nah, you're not holding it right. And he knocks it out of his hand, and he's like just tossing him.
Megan Trainor is having a staring contest with Eloise, but the whole time they're like sparring with just like simple swords, like back and forth, like ching, 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 but no blinking. Like it's all about flinch training. It's flinch training. To the beat.
Training to the
And then Personal has a rope, and Grorg has the other end of the rope. And each of them has a weapon on the back, like the back wall of their room, and so they have to pull to get to their weapon.
This is the training in this Instagram is just top notch. I love it.
It's specialized.
Yeah.
Okay, back to Megan. There's a little breather. Megan is giving Eloise like a back massage, but it's like it's still tense. She's like, you gotta want it, you gotta believe it, in your soul.
Yeah,
in your heart.
And Eloise is like, oh, ow, oh, Grorg hands.
I am massaging knots into your back.
Is that a good thing?
You gotta always be tense. You gotta always be ready. Even your animals gotta be ready. It's gotta all be ready.
What? What is this?
Personal and Grorg are just talking, and they're like, so friend maker.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know if I've ever met a friend maker. That's
I'm a
a
first.
unique one for sure.
Well, a human gave it to me, so that she doesn't really know, like, but I think it fits, yeah.
You know, I mean, in the short time that I've known you, I would say that is accurate.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
All right, back to Megan. And she's
The music comes right back
and
in.
she's
yeah.
like just throwing things at her. She's just like pots, pans, actual swords. One thing blows up behind her. It's just like,
And Eloise has that like shepherd's crook thing that Personal had earlier, and she's like whacking stuff out of the way and like ducking and weaving. And she's like, is this even still part of the training?
I'm also getting a little bit of my anger out in this moment.
Oh no!
But that is good training, because sometimes you'll fight angry people.
Are you angry at me?
No!
It's my personal life.
There's just a lot going on. I saw that the Wyu were sick, and that makes me sad and angry.
Oh no!
Personal's got one of those like staffs with a hook at the top of it.
Yep.
And he says, "All right, now this is going to be the most. It's going to be the most intense part because well, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to attack you, and
Okay.
and you're going to have to pick a weapon. And every second that you don't have a weapon, I'm not going to stop attacking you. So,
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go!" And he just lunges at him.
Okay, go with me here. So I think we have both these scenes happening with all these weapons are being thrown at Eloise, and she's dodging and getting hit a couple times. And we got Grorg. He'll grab a weapon and he'll try to defend, and it's just not right. And he throws it, and he grabs another weapon, and he's like, it's just not
Yeah,
working.
he's like there's like a rack against one wall of like a
Yeah.
bunch of different kinds of weapons. He's just grabbing left and right.
Right.
He's picking up. He's got a sword. No, picks up a broadsword. No, that's not it. He's got like a sickle. Nope, that's not the one. A longbow, and he just tries hitting her with the longbow. That's not it. That's not the one. And Eloise, all these things are being thrown at her. It's tense. But then, in the same moment, they don't know it, but at the same time, they both reach for a weapon
Oh.
and parry or block and defend themselves at the same time.
Bam, 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 bam.
That's it.
What is the weapon that Eloise is holding?
As like all the pots and pans and stuff were flying at her, she saw a thin, like almost like necklace thickness chain, and it was like super long chain, and she grabs the chain and like tugs really hard and kind of swings her arm, and as she does, it like wraps around whatever it was that was coming towards her and like throws it to the side.
Cool.
At one end of the chain is like a weight that she kind of pulls over, and as she like pulls in the other end of the chain, there is a like formed piece of metal that just looks like a fist that's about like hand sized, and so Eloise's weapon is a meteor hammer.
Whoa.
What?
That sounds awesome.
Which is a real weapon, by the way. It's a chain with a weight at both ends, and you like through like momentum and like wrapping it around different parts of your body and like letting tension go, you like strike with it like fairly accurately.
I'm having trouble visualizing it, so I am looking up pictures.
Lowell, don't you fucking look it up
Don't
right
even
now.
think about it.
You're driving. That's not safe. Everyone else go for it.
That's kind of awesome.
That's Eloise's weapon.
Yep.
Wow.
Grorg, here's what I was picturing for him. So he's been just grabbing things off the wall and kind of like doing like a one parry toss. And he's not even looking at what he's grabbing, which is kind of dangerous because a lot of these are spiky and bladed.
Yeah.
But at one point, he reaches and just grabs something. There's no weapon there. It's just the weapon holder. Right? Just an iron band that was holding it. And he yanks it because he's still wearing his glove of the sand drake.
Whoa, okay.
And he yanks it off. And this iron band, he doesn't even realize it, then covers his knuckles. And he goes and punches the weapon. And it breaks.
Okay.
Because he's got this enhanced strength and this cover. And Grorg looks at it. And at first he's a little upset because he wanted to like have a weapon. But then he's like, no, this is fitting. His weapon has just been the whole time. It's like brass knuckles.
All right.
His weaponized fists.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Enhanced fist.
Hell yeah.
And so I think the two of them, they end their training scene. And obviously the montage music has stopped, so it's over. So the four of them meet back up in that main central training zone. And Grorg sees Eloise's meteor hammer.
Yes.
Eloise sees his brass knuckles. Give Eloise an increase to her weapon handling.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. In what?
I think whip would have to be the category.
Hell yeah.
I think that makes sense.
Yeah, so proficiency in whip. What's her weapon handling overall? Is it 2 or 3?
2.
Okay. I'll let you decide. You can either get a proficiency in whip or go up to weapon handling 3.
Counterpoint.
Okay.
Can I take my proficiency out of blade and move it to whip?
Ooh.
And add 1 to my weapon handling. So like
Yes.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yep. This is fair. I see no need to roll because of all the role playing.
Maybe that's why they called it role playing. Wow.
Oh no, stop.
No, shut up. I'm sorry, I love you.
Shut that shit down real quick.
We're both like, no. Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Grorg does not need any more enhancements to his actual stats, so
Nice.
I won't.
Nice.
I was playing this with some other friends, and I let someone have a 5 in one of their stats, and I regret it. I
Yo.
will never let that happen again.
It's also,
too many.
yeah, it's also a shame that, like, our most buff and, like, proficient fighter never gets to fight anybody.
Well, we don't fight much.
Yeah.
Anymore. We don't fight anymore.
Okay. So the 4 of them are there. They're all happy. They see their completed forms. I think I'm just going to say it cost 1,000 silver paper.
Sure.
So erase that from Eloise's.
Which she is happy to give.
Right. That's what the money's for. And they're kind of sitting there, and Grorg is proud, and he's like, and he's about to say something. He's about to like come over and like continue the conversation. When all of a sudden, Grilta bursts in to the dojo, and he's like, guys, you will not believe who I just found. And Grilta steps aside and reveals Trouble and the educator.
Yeah.
It sounds like, I don't know if you guys are still working, but it sounds like we've got a fight to watch.
Does that mean one of the two of them just, like, straight up told Grota, oh, yeah, we're going to do a fight. Come watch if you want.
Yeah.
The educator's like, oh, we're gonna fight. Like, we're gonna fight.
Yeah.
Oh, and I think there's gonna be like, I think the Graham is gonna show up for this.
Oh, for sure.
Okay. Wow.
The Graham is showing up because the educator is fighting some random blue guy.
Yeah, because like the educators don't instruct fighting,
No. So this will be
and like
good.
some random blue out of towner comes in and challenges a fucking educator to
Come on now.
fight.
Yeah.
So the whole Graham's showing up. This is the evening activity for the
Torfin's
show.
there for sure.
Torfin's gonna be there. But we're not gonna do the fight right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make you wait because there is someone we have not seen in 4 weeks.
Multiple someones.
And multiple
A
someones.
whole group of someones, yeah.
A whole group of someones. It's been too long. So let's hop on over back to the jungle. And with Rainer and Katrina and Quiz and Leroy and Chubb the dog and PB.
Yeah.
Yes.
They are fleeing from
Right.
the scene of their battle with Dujas.
Yeah.
Their conflict.
Yeah. It was a moderately tense conversation.
Yeah.
Uncomfortable moment.
Also, we're still not even sure if those dogs have any desire to harm us. It's entirely possible that they woke up and they were like, oh, well, that's all good. I'm gonna.
No, I'll say you got the vibe that they were kind of like
guard dogs.
Ooh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah. I'll say you guys got that vibe, and so
Okay.
I'll give you that. So you're able to follow back the trail of the now slowly rejuvenating Wayu trees, and their soft glowing orbs makes it easier to follow in the now coming twilight. It's not dark yet, but it's getting past afternoon as you guys are traveling. At least by the end of your journey, it is.
I imagine when we came over to this group, I imagine we catch midstream. Clearly, he's been talking for a while, and it is just stream of consciousness. Raynor like excitedly trying to process what they heard about Goldon. He's like, because I don't even know where we would start looking with the people we know. Like, we have our relatives, we have the people who live across town, we have the people who run the shops and stuff we've gone to. There's some people I haven't even been able to talk to in years, and any one of them could possibly, I mean, if we have this, assume this information is true, I don't really know much about this Duhas figure, but it seems likely that at the very least he's confident that his information is correct, but like, I don't even know why that would be correct, because up until recently I didn't even think the writer was real, and like, it just keeps going until someone interrupts
Katrina's
it. Yeah.
matching him step for step. Like the entire
she's in it.
Yeah. She's like, I mean, it's completely believable because like we know their spirits in Goldon. Like it's not even like we've met them. So like it's not even crazy to think that there's other spirits in Goldon. I don't know why we didn't think about it. Like, okay, first of all, my bet, Tanner and or Taylor, like they're just putting it out there. Like that's my bet right there. Also, maybe Terrence, because just like underdog. Like I just like I can't even like I know it's not me. I know it's not my dad. I'm pretty sure it's not your dad, but I don't know. It could literally be any. It could be people that were from Golden before I got there and are now gone. It could be people that are in Hidgety and then used to be. I'm like, what if it's Jonathan? Because Jonathan just showed up out of nowhere.
Now here's the question.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. I feel like before this scene happened, Quiz and Leroy would have been the crazy ones because they've done conspiracies. This isn't their first bout at this. So I'm picturing either they're also engaged or they're like, no, you know what? Here's where Leroy goes. He's like, first time. Yeah. The rush. The adrenaline, it gets to you. You know, the hunt of chasing that mystery. I remember when I was young.
What?
We were hunting down the mystery of the cows. Do you remember this, Quiz? The cows.
Oh, okay.
Simpler times.
Goth, it has been a minute since I have drawn me a good cow.
Same.
So they're like the old seasoned veterans of weird spirit mysteries.
Like, you kids have your fun. You enjoy this. I won't take it from you.
That's really funny.
Chubb and PB look on concerned.
Yeah.
Do you think PB is excited or PB's just like, I don't care about this?
PB lived in the mind, correct?
Yeah.
PB is offended that they've never considered it might be him.
Like wings crossed.
Yeah.
Yeah, sitting on Katrina's shoulder, just like...
Chubb is just like eating up the energy of the conversation. He's just like head back and forth, like panting, like super excited. Just because everybody else is excited.
Like if he could talk, he'd be like, yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, got that energy.
I don't know what's going on, but I'm here for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Leroy, he doesn't like, get too into the conversation, but he will give like nudging clues. We'll be like, now hold on. You got a lot of energy, but you got to write down the facts you know. What are the facts? Write it down and go from there.
Fact number 1. Omelets are very tasty.
This is a fact. Chris, I don't know if that's not really...
No,
related.
it's a fact. I've checked.
I know it's a fact, but it's not like related to what the mystery they're working on about the secret spirit in Goldon.
Okay, fact number 1.
Unless it's the omelets.
I don't think so. I made a lot of omelets, and none of them like were like spiritual. Like none of them like spoke to me.
What? That's because your ring was speaking to you, so you might not.
Oh, you think I got like some interference?
Yeah, it's possible. Wow, we've had at least 2 spirits in Goldon, and I think a third. So who knew?
Well, okay. Fact number 1, it's not Mirjik. Fact number 2, it's probably not Baz El Ghul. Because he's locked in the mine, so like he's not going to be informing on anybody.
Yeah, and I don't think I think he hates the writer, if I remember correctly. He was not thrilled with us.
Not buds.
They both seem to have that vibe.
Hey, well, I mean, we're kind of running through the jungle, so it's not a great time, but
There's no better time than now.
guys, tonight I think I want to call my dad again. I mean, we could try to get a hold of other people in the town if you want. I mean, Leroy,
Rainer,
I know
that's like not a big deal. Like you have like you could just talk to your dad. Like you don't have to announce to the group that you want to talk to your dad.
I'm just
We don't have to make a
saying so
thing
I
of
don't
it.
forget later. There's been a lot of days that I've forgotten recently.
Rainer, I don't understand. We're walking,
Yeah.
and you've got your sock with you right now, right?
Yeah.
What time is it in Goldon?
Maybe I want a bit of time to think about how I'm going to ask my dad, hey, Dad, do you think someone in our town is kind of a god?
Can you inform on the spirits in our town?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I see. So what you're saying is the conversation right now should be preparing for that conversation.
I don't know. I just wanted to put the idea out there, I guess.
So Katrina's money is on. Well, hold on, wait. Are we putting money on this? I think we have to put money on this. And Katrina's like, yes, absolutely, yes. We're putting money on this. I say. Okay, hold on. I say.
You gotta pick. If you're gonna bet, you gotta pick.
I say it is both Tanner and Taylor. I think they're one entity. They're too cool and too attractive and just generally well adjusted.
God, they
to be
are
just
really
normal
cool
people.
and attractive, both of them. Man,
They're
just
the most well-rounded people.
It's almost intimidating, yeah.
And Chris is like, all right, Leroy, write that down. Tanner and Taylor.
TNT. Got it.
TNT. They just got married recently, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, they just got they were joined in match.
Oh my goodness.
Don't say they were joined in spirit.
Quist goes, my money. You know what? I like an underdog. My money's on Terrence. I can see it.
You're going Terrence.
Yep. The one you'd never suspect.
Okay, I'm gonna go with... I'm cheating. I have the whole list of our cast. I'm gonna go with Frank, the cook, at Shits and Giggles.
Wow.
Wait, is it too late to change my answer?
No, you can change your answer.
My bet's on the cow outside Raider's house.
Ooh, he has been there a long time.
That is a good cow. My reason for Frank is because he does cook the omelets. And so if the omelets is the spirit, Frank's going to be the most likely one.
The Quist is like,
See what I'm saying there? I'm thinking here.
I'm trying to decide.
And his omelets go really good on toast. So
I'm trying to decide if I want Rainer to suspect the person that I actually suspect in real life.
that would make the most sense.
Rainer says, Quiz, what about your cousin? Like, he's kind of in charge, right? I mean, is it possible that somehow plays into it? Like, from that position of power, he's able to... I mean, Lord Burnrust might... I don't know. It came to mind, at least.
I don't know. I mean, he's like my older cousin, so like I've never seen him as a child. So like, I mean, there's no... I haven't seen baby pictures. There's no...
Right.
Wow.
There's no proof.
There's no proof. It's very
There's
possible.
no proof that he was ever a normal human child.
There's no proof that Burnrust was ever a baby.
I mean, that's pretty damning evidence right there. That's pretty compelling.
I've never seen him and the writer assistant in the same room.
Come to think of it, I haven't seen most of the town as a baby.
I like where your head's at, Rainer. You're thinking.
Okay, now here's the real question, though. We've all got our answers. Also, what are we betting? Like, what are we betting? We need to figure that out before I move on to my next thing.
I mean, don't we all have a bunch of money?
All of our money? You're betting all our money?
No, I said, don't we all have a bunch of money?
No.
We all have silver paper.
No, it's
right?
just you. I didn't.
Oh,
make
I keep forgetting how low the amounts of silver paper are because it's...
I have 24 gold pieces.
Right.
I don't think Katrina has any gold. Katrina kind of shuffles around her cloak for a second, and she pulls out like a highly ornamented like dagger, like just a really pretty. She's like, okay, first off, I've never used this to kill anyone. All right, it's pretty and I like it, but I don't have any gold right now, and I didn't go to work, so I don't have any silver paper. So I'm gonna bet this. Okay, I'm gonna bet this that it's I'm like 90% sure.
They haven't killed someone with it?
No, like I'm 90% sure that it's Tanner and Taylor, Leroy. I said I haven't killed anyone.
Right.
Just in general?
With this knife. We know you've been in my presence when I have ended people.
I'm trying to think of what Raynor could bet, and nothing is coming to mind except the absurd amount of money he has that he can never use because we're not in the right country for it. So I guess Raynor just puts in, 500 gold?
Heck yeah.
There's...
High roller.
I've been carrying it around for multiple seasons, you know? I'm gonna erase that off my character sheet. I'm gonna say that's in the pot now.
I'm gonna bet my hat, but I'm not gonna give it to anybody right now because I still need it. Because I don't have a hat anymore because there was a long, convoluted series of events that led to my hat being unwearable. So
the hat you mean is like the visor he got from the restaurant.
I'm imagining like a 50s diner hat.
Oh, okay, so the visor.
All right.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
not as much as 500 gold pieces.
Oh,
no, but
man.
it's it's his hat, you know, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
like it's
God.
important to him.
To be totally honest, I kind of forgot that he lost the old hat. It's kind of sad.
Yeah, lost some height with that. Yeah.
Well, Leroy's gonna go, well, if we're putting in the big bucks, then I think I'm gonna go with, and he pulls out the history of grain.
Oh.
This has been a good read, and whoever wins this is gonna be very happy.
Oh man.
For a second, I thought you were gonna say he was gonna bet Chubb the Rock, but he's like, I'm betting Chubb, and like Chubb the dog goes like,
No.
but no, history of grain makes way more sense for Leroy.
Now, if none of us are right, then none of us get the pot, right?
I guess.
Well, no, wait, hold on. We lose, so like we all get our stuff back, or like it's all destroyed and nobody gets it.
You get your stuff
Oh,
back.
yeah.
I hope we
No,
get our
totally,
stuff back.
yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Yeah.
want to destroy it for no reason.
Now, finally, the real question. We've got our bets. We got our picks. We are in a different country.
Right.
And our only means of communication is through, and he just, with big hands, gestures, your sock.
Yeah.
How do we figure this out?
Yeah, Randy, you have to ask your dad if there's like anybody in town who like knows everything, like talks to everybody or like sees everybody on a daily basis or like...
Wait, I got it. Didn't Duhas say that, like, he was told this by the assistant?
I don't remember, to be honest.
I think that's what he said.
Okay.
It's like, that's how he found out about you.
Okay.
Because the assistant told him, right? So then that would mean that someone in town had to tell him that.
Right.
Right? So either they left, or they've got some fancy way of communicating like us.
Interesting.
And he mimics a sock.
Yeah, so basically, Randy, you just have to ask your dad to follow everybody around all the time, all at once, to see if anybody has gone on any unexpected trips, or if they're performing strange rituals in secret places. Simple.
Doable. I think it's doable.
Wow.
I mean, that's what you did, Quiz.
That is?
You followed me around,
Yes. Oh, yes, of course, yes. And it worked.
and it worked.
Now I will say my investigation was much more targeted, but I mean your dad's smart.
Smart guy.
We'll nip this in the bud.
Yeah, Raynor's like, you know what? You guys are right. What are we waiting for? And he takes out the Saki Talkie.
Yes.
Oh my god, we're doing this. Okay. To my knowledge, there wasn't a command word or anything like that.
Nope.
You just start talking.
You put it on your
He
hand.
puts the sock on his hand and, still feeling a bit foolish, looks at it and says, hey, Dad, are you there?
There's a pause.
Yeah.
And then he gets,
Rainer, is that you? Son, is that you? Sorry, I left the sock on the table and I had to go get it. How's it go? Son, is this your evening call?
Yeah.
Is this your daily call?
Yeah, it is. I know that's kind of fallen by the wayside recently. Things have been a little bit
Son,
hectic.
it's been like 3 days. There's not been time for you to fall it, by the way. Son.
It somehow feels like it's been much longer. Anyway, listen, we're working on getting back to Glenwood slowly but surely. It's gonna happen.
Oh, that's great, son.
Question for you.
I'd love to help.
Do you think anyone in town, anyone in Goldon, might secretly be a benevolent spirit?
Oh,
I
man.
didn't know how to say it, so it's just like, I guess I'll just ask very directly and awkwardly.
Now, son, that's a big question you're asking, son. I'm gonna need a little bit more on what you mean by that. Like, is this like, they have a benevolent spirit, like they've got a good heart, like they've been good people, you know? Cause we do. We have the good people.
Yeah, we do. We really do. The short version is, we encountered a spirit here in Rillian who said some pretty interesting things, of which was that there is a spirit in Goldon who's helping the writer. And, like, this is great news. It's very positive. It's just awfully intriguing. I don't know 100% for sure if they're telling the truth, but it's got me thinking, you know? So we've kind of been trying to think over, like, who fits the profile of...
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a big question, son.
Right? I don't even know where I would start.
Yeah, I don't even... Oh. I mean, you're talking someone's like a big old, like that demon guy you were talking about.
Yeah.
But like a good one, son.
Yeah, we're pretty sure it's not him.
Right.
But yeah, it would have to be someone who is kind of hiding their power, but they still know all about the writer and everything, and they're using whatever position they do have to sort of help the writer and, you know, guide things along his path. Oh, writer, I think I know who it is. And he just stops walking.
Okay.
And he's just like, oh my, you guys.
Son, who is it?
I think it's gotta be Oliver the Cabbage Man. I can't believe I didn't think of it before.
Now, who's that again?
He told
that's right,
me...
the vegetables.
Oh, it wasn't just cabbages? It was all vegetables?
No, you're right. He just does cabbages.
Maybe it was just cabbages. I feel like I've had this conversation with him before, and he's made fun of me for not being able to remember if it was cabbages or all vegetables.
Son, I just gotta be honest. I do not frequent his stand very often, so I kind of forgot he was in the town.
Anyway, the point is, he told me how to... Wow, in retrospect, I can't believe I didn't think of this sooner. He told me how to save the mine.
That's pretty big.
Yeah. I mean, I guess when I say it out loud, that's pretty much all I got so far. But that feels like a pretty important... I don't actually know what to do with this information.
Rainer, are you changing your bet?
I might need to change my bet.
Okay, all right.
By this point, have they made it back to the beacon?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
We'll do a little more, and then we'll get there.
Okay.
So I know this is weird, but I guess what I'm asking is, could you, try to visit him a little more?
Oh. I mean, do I have to buy anything there?
I mean, you could, make him feel better.
Okay, all right. No, you're probably right, son.
It'd be kind of weird if you didn't.
Now, when you say Oliver, you're not talking about Ollie the messenger. You're not talking about him, right?
No. There's an Ollie?
Yeah, he delivers the messages to the post. He keeps bringing all these letters for better.
Raider feels really terrible about that because he genuinely
he runs between towns.
Yeah, we talked about him one time.
This is definitely someone named Oliver.
Okay, I'll check him out.
The merchant.
I'll be honest.
Yeah.
My money, son. Leroy, get me in on this. It's got to be the reader. I mean, you want to talk about who knows the most about the writer?
Oh.
It's the reader.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
That's my bet. Well, how much? What are we betting?
Oh, hats. All kinds of stuff.
I mean, kind of just whatever.
There's some money in there. There's this really, beautiful dagger.
Oh, thanks.
What else so far? The hat.
I'll bet you... I'll bet you...
I don't have an inventory for Bjorn.
I was going to say, what does Bjorn Bjornsson hold near and dear to himself?
Oh, are you guys kidding?
His instrument.
Okay, yeah, there we go.
I can't bet that.
Can't be
I can't
that.
bet
Yeah,
that.
that's fair.
That's my business.
Right. Wait. What if Bjorn Bjornsson, that's like a really sick-ass candle?
Like candle?
Yeah.
What?
Because you're remembering the importance of candles in Glenwood, right?
Yes.
Are you doing like a super deep cut back to the old Knight's Quest with the candle guy?
Yeah.
All right, I got it.
Okay, we're doing big bets? Okay. I'm gonna bet you our wedding candle.
Oh, what? Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Katrina's also like, oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, we're doing big bets. I mean, someone's put up 500 gold pieces. That's a lot of money.
Wow.
I'll put that on the line. For funsies.
Quiz is like holding his hat, and he's like, "Yeah, I'd say that's an equal bet."
Leroy agrees.
Yes, this is
Holding the history of grain.
this is fair.
Yeah, these are all equal bets.
I think everyone else tells their bets to Bjorn.
Yeah, for sure.
Why not? Yeah.
So here's what I'll do. I'm gonna take some notes on Tanner and Taylor, on Oliver, on Frank, on the Rita, and our cow.
Just
I'm
in
gonna take
case.
some good notes.
Yeah.
And just so I'll get on the town. I'll take some good looks on the town.
The man who stares at cow.
Dad, I can't believe I've never asked you this before. What is the name of our cow again?
Son.
It doesn't have a name yet. We've
We
never
didn't name our
given it
cow.
a name.
It's just a cow, son.
We don't name. It's a sacred Bjornsson tradition that we don't name our cows. Right.
Because you never know when you're gonna kill it.
Okay.
You never know.
You know what?
And eat it.
Wow.
That's a very dark take, but
I have a
Resourceful.
confession. Son, I have a confession.
okay.
There's been more than just one cow. I
What?
get a new one, and I don't tell you. And I get
Oh my
a new
god,
cow.
the cows are Rainer's goldfish.
But they look exactly the same.
Son, no, they don't. No, they don't.
Quiz goes,
What?
no, they don't.
What?
They don't.
I thought that was the whole thing in season 1 about how the cow
It
was
looked the same because it was the same cow.
Yeah, all the cows that I painted were the same cow, Rainer, but
Yeah,
all
it's
of
the
your
same one.
cows that you've ever had haven't looked the same.
Over the years have not been. One of them was brown, Raina. One of them was brown. I can't. I'll be honest. You might need to get that checked out, son.
In real life, I'm having trouble processing this.
God. Bjornsson flushed Rainer's cows.
Oh,
I didn't
boy.
tell him.
And then you ate them.
This is, oh god,
Wow.
Dad, I wish you hadn't told me that. This is more traumatic than when I faced
it was your
up
mother's
against...
idea. It was your mother's idea.
It was?
Was Rainer like attached to cows? Like were you like
You hung out with the cows. Yeah, I kept hanging out.
were you somehow like invested in these cows? You'd never talked about them before now.
I wasn't expecting this. This is more traumatic for Rainer than facing up against, like, the devious spirit of trickster pranks earlier in today.
It's definitely heavy. It's a lot.
Wow.
Okay, this is a lot of fun. I've been kind of bored here. I've been writing songs and stuff, but it's just not been the same. So here's what I'll do. I'll investigate. And is there any other like things I should be looking for? I've never looked for a spirit before, son. Is there any like clues?
That's a great question. When you meet them for the first time, there's some intimidating music playing.
That's good to know. Okay.
Have we run into any clues like that on our journeys? Like every time we meet a spirit, there's like I'm gonna think of it later tonight. I'm gonna feel like an idiot.
No, generally every time we meet a spirit, it's very obvious that they're a spirit.
Yeah,
And usually they announce themselves as a spirit.
Absolutely
Yeah,
true.
with their full title and everything.
Huh.
Quiz goes, yeah, if they just straight up introduce themselves as a spirit and like, I'm the spirit of whatever, and that they like to do that.
Yeah.
That's usually pretty key. Also, if they've got ways to communicate really long distances,
Like a sock?
well, okay, other than the sock.
Yeah,
or maybe
I mean,
a sock. Maybe they have their own socky talkies.
right.
Maybe someone else has a saki-taki with Dujas on the other end.
This one was on me, and I didn't use, like, spirit powers to do it. I just tricked a shady businessman, so it's all good.
Well, yeah, I guess he's kind of shady. Also, if maybe they were gone recently.
Katrina's like, weird weather? Like very localized, strange weather?
Yep, that could do it. If they have their own dimension, that's pretty key too.
Leroy's like hovering Chubb between both of his hands as he's like mulling all this over.
Yes, the powers of weird dimensional weather magic. Oh well, haven't seen that in our town.
Yeah.
Quest like things changing, things being what they shouldn't be. I feel like that's maybe more specific to like somebody's experience, but
Okay, this is a lot to work with, so I think I'll just take that for now. And, Raina, should I call you tomorrow, or will you call me?
Yeah, you call me. That way I don't forget.
Okay, so it'll just happen whenever it's most convenient. Okay, got it.
I think that would be best.
I mostly said that because I like the potential of us doing other shit, and suddenly my pocket starts ringing. Like, hold on, everybody,
But
I gotta take
surprise.
this. It's my dad.
Dad's Zoom call.
Also, Mr. Bjornson, if you have the chance, can I talk to my parents when you call next time?
Oh yeah, should I tell them about the secret spirit stuff?
No, because it might be them. You never know. So,
Whoa.
yeah, I don't know.
Wow.
Are you changing your bet?
No, I'm not changing my bet. I'm going all in on Frank, okay? But we have had family secrets that I just discovered, so you never know.
Yes.
Don't
yes.
want to muddy the water.
Dad, I guess, now Leroy makes a good point. I guess in the interest of full transparency, are you the writer's assistant?
I was gonna say he pats his pockets, but like you can't see that. So he goes,
not that I know of.
Oh yeah, I mean, I figured I might as well ask once.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe I'll find that out. We'll see. Maybe it'll be a self-discovery. Who knows?
Right.
Okay. Well, it sounds like you're busy, son. I'll let you go. But it's good talk, and now I've got something fun to look forward to. So this is great. Thank you so much, son.
Yeah. Thank you for agreeing to this whole plan and everything, Dad. Yeah. All right, bye.
and it's at the same time that you're arriving back at the beacon. The Wayu trees are looking healthy again.
Yes, excellent. Okay.
The glow is up as it is now early evening.
What part of the city are we entering through?
Yep, I mean probably from where you left the entertainment sector.
Nice.
And
nice.
I don't have the map in front of me. So in relation to the Ba Wayu, does everything kind of like, no pun intended, branch out from that?
Yep, so Bawayu's dead center, each sector goes around it.
Okay. Yeah, I think Katrina is definitely like hurrying towards the Ba Wayu, and I think as they're like walking through the entertainment sector, I think Jonathan and Abil are like leaving Thrawn's place of business. They're like, "Hey, perfect timing. Where are you guys headed?" And Katrina says, "Can't talk now. Gotta go." And
I guess she's going. We're done. We did our thing.
Yeah, we're just kind of on a roundabout way back to the Ba Wayu.
hey, nice. We did a thing too.
Yeah. How did it go?
It went.
It went perfectly. It was the best deal. Believe me, you've never seen a better deal than this.
Oh my god.
Can we? I don't like the new direction you're taking this character.
It was a one-time thing.
Yeah, Jonathan is staring daggers into the back of Abil's head, and he goes, "It was good. We did a business, and we have a show."
Yes, look at all the posters. There's posters on all the trees.
That was quick.
Yes.
Thrawn works fast,
Got it the
apparently,
very
yeah.
best.
So now it's time for Jonathan to pick the act that is going to be performing with them tomorrow.
Right.
Yes.
And so I'm going to suggest some options.
Excellent.
I don't know how many. We're just going to see how the improv feels. And then Jake, you pick the one. You pick
Okay.
it.
I want to make it clear. Katrina's not leaving the group. She's just
Oh, okay.
walking faster than everybody else because when they left, her boyfriend and her ward were hiding a body. So,
Right.
like,
She's a little anxious. It's been
Yeah.
a day now, yeah.
So everyone involved is heading towards the Ba Wayu at this moment, right?
yeah. But posters.
Posters.
Yes.
Okay. Option 1. Do you want me to give you like their full performance name or just like what their trick is?
Unless you have a good name already lined up.
I'm going to be making all this shit up right fucking now.
All right, let's do it.
Okay. You've got Umblirto, the waving. And his power is he can like phase through stuff. And so he like
Wow.
he like juggles things and like they go through him and they come out his other arm and he like jumps through stuff.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's the first one. Oh my goodness, that was great.
There's a demigod.
You don't remember the person that Thrawn already mentioned, do you?
Nope.
Like,
No, I don't.
Fumberto or something? Yeah. Okay. Oh well.
Nah, it's gone. They're all gonna have to be new ones. Gonna have to be new ones. Because I'm making up words, Jamie. I already forgot the dude I just said. I just said it and it's gone. We've also got, we'll call them the Jungle Menagerie. Where it's like a standard, you get animals, they do tricks, jump through hoops and stuff. They've got their Banus and their Duchas and a Truchas. No Janus, though.
Ooh.
You can't train those, so that's not going to happen. But that's a part of it. We've definitely got Orgla, the Loud, and
Yes.
she's a opera singer orc.
Yes.
And then we'll do another one. We've just got the Great Shock, and he does electric magic tricks. Think like Nikola Tesla style, but a magician.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And then we'll do one more, and it's the Weaving Dancers.
Nice.
And so it's a dancing troupe that has a lot of ribbons, but through their dance moves, they will weave all the ribbons together to create like an actual tapestry. So it's a dance performance with lots of different ribbons, and they all weave together, and they tell a story. Like there's a person doing like spoken word, but it's not spoken word. It's like a song. It's a good performance that is a story, and then the final tapestry is a big image of that story. It's incredible.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
You got to pick one.
Okay, that's tough.
Right?
So reminding me of when we did the Sun Festival.
For
Yeah.
sure. For sure.
Okay, I have an idea, and I'm playing kind of a long con here, but I think we should go with the story tapestry people.
Okay, the Weaving Dancers?
Yeah.
We'll write that down.
Are you thinking of how, like, which one fits best with the color performance?
That's how it started, but I also have this idea of, like Jonathan and Grorg are going to clash at some point, and I think that Jonathan, while not as invested in the, like, evangelist idea, I do think that he is still true to, like, the promise that he made to Sim. And so I think he's trying to find a way to spin the, like, sending people to share stories with Sim without, like, praise and worship, basically.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
So I think his idea was using the Weaving Dancers to tell their story of how they came to Sim and, like, shared time and, like, became friends with him.
Cool.
In a way that doesn't include, and then he gave us cool stuff. Without it being like, and you can worship, like.
Yeah. It's just like the intro, like, here's a story about Sim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know what that means, folks, is that's going to be in a future episode.
So Katrina is almost like side galloping, like, towards the Y, like, come on. And they get back to the Bayou, and it's open.
Right.
And she, like, breathes this huge sigh of relief that it worked. And she looks around, but she doesn't see Raish and Run.
And I'm sure the rest of us are also looking around like Grilta and Grorg and Eloise, right? Like, those are kind of the people we need. And just like, well, if we can't really get the stuff if Grilta's not here. And
yeah. As Katrina's, like, looking frantically around the square for her two peeps, there's, like, an uproar that's coming from the education district.
okay.
She immediately thinks, crap, and just starts booking it towards the education district, like, following the sound of this uproar. She, like, runs towards the Instagram, because that's where, like, the uproar is coming from, and runs across campus, and it's all coming from this one central building. And she stops and kind of looks around and realizes that, like, oh, well, this probably isn't, like, the negative shortcomings of my two compatriots. Like, they must have gotten out all right. This wasn't them being discovered. Because her first instinct was like, oh crap, something's gone wrong.
For Rainer, these thoughts are happening in exactly reverse. Like, oh, something's happening in the education district. Hey, isn't that where trouble? Oh no. The exact opposite reaction.
This has got to be quite an uproar because, you don't usually hear something as an uproar multiple blocks away when you're in a city.
Right, but, like, the whole Graham showed up for this, like, fight between Trouble and the educator.
Do you think maybe they've got, like, some, like, lights? Like, some of those, like, big spotlights?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, okay.
For sure. Like, they've like, collected a bunch of the glowing orbs from out of the YU branches.
Whoa.
And they've, like, focused them with some glass.
Oh, dude, okay. Is it still in that room we were talking about earlier in the hall?
In Borland Hall?
Yeah. Do you think it's still taking place there, or is it somewhere else?
I think it's in Borland Hall.
Okay.
Borland Hall is one of those, like, this is a fight zone.
Okay.
You can fight here. Yeah.
For sure.
Borland Hall is one of those. Like, the arena in the entertainment sector is one of those places.
Excellent.
That, like, you can fight here. This is, like, where you fight. So I guess, did everyone else follow along? Okay, I'm everyone else.
Rainer did.
You followed along. I guess the rest of the group is going to follow along.
Yeah.
Because why not? They got nothing else to do. And so, yeah, they show up. And by this point, I think it's become an event. You've got students, they've got Come on over, see the fight of the century. We got an outsider who's here to cause trouble versus an established educator. Come right this way. The newbie versus the oldie. The classic versus something else. The blue guy. Come on in.
I have an idea. I would love for there to be like just a small moment of like Raish and Run like just kind of meandering back to the YU because they don't know it's back open. But their like plan is to like meet Katrina there. But it's like super dead. Like there's besides the people that are filtering back out of the YU, like for some reason like there's nothing happening anywhere.
Right.
And so they're just kind of awkwardly standing outside the YU like waiting for people.
Yeah. Do you want them to join the fight too, or that we'll just pick them up there? Like they're like just gonna be waiting.
I can't think of a reason that they would be in the Instagram unless that's where they hid the body, which makes no sense.
No. No, I think they see the commotion over there, and Raish is like, "Oh, well, that's crazy." So anyway, I was wondering, like, I don't even know her favorite, like, food. Like,
Oh my god.
Raish is like, Run is just like so done. She's done with this.
Run's done. Yeah.
Run is done. Okay, so I guess other than them, the squad is at the Instagram at Borland Hall, and it's packed. It's crammed. It's not meant for this many people.
So Katrina stops like in the middle of the quad and goes, and she like breathes a sigh of relief, and then like flying past her is Raynor.
Yeah, 100%. He's just like, what happened? What went wrong? What, like, I should have stuck with this group maybe, like, did something go horribly wrong? And then realizing that that's not the case, you know?
They move up forward, and everyone starts realizing, blue outsider, trouble. And so, like, everyone figures out what's going on. Yeah. And eventually they get up front, and they see Grorg and Grilta and Eloise. They're just kind of chilling. They've got some snacks. And they're just like, oh, hey, you guys were able to join us just in time. They're about to start the fight.
The fight? Like it's a whole thing? What's going on?
Yeah, it was just going to be a small thing. And then Grilta, she went out and started telling everyone else on the gram. And then everyone on the gram started getting excited and telling everyone else. It went from 0 to 100 so fast. I don't even know how to explain it. It just did. It did happen. It's a big thing now. I think Abil's like, oh, interesting. We should take notes, Jonathan. We should use this for our publicity tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Also, Grorg, we got a gig.
Oh yeah, buddy, we got a gig for the show. We got a thing.
This is great. Also, I got a name, so I'm the friend maker.
Oh my god! No way.
There's so many things happening at once. The tree is back open.
Also, we made a bet.
Eloise has like somehow gotten a hold of like face paint, and she's like painted half of her face blue, and she's just like, yeah, kick her butt, trouble.
All of our characters are just yelling at each other, trying desperately to catch everyone up on all of the events that have happened.
And there's so much noise and cacophonies from the crowd in general.
The tree's back open. We met a spirit. Grorg got a name.
Wait, which spirit did you meet this time?
Duhas, I think.
Oh, okay. All right, that's fine. I didn't need to meet Duhas. When we meet Trujas, I want to be there for that one. He's my favorite.
Oh, but yeah, there apparently somebody in Goldon is like a spirit informant for the writer.
Just throw it on top of everything else, yeah.
Yeah, everybody's just yelling.
What?
They're all shouting, they're all catching up, and there's excitement.
And Quiz in like speaking volume, like unheard by no one, is just like, I can't see.
Oh no.
And then all of a sudden you hear, with that same like booming effect that one of the people used earlier, announcing the Bawayu being closed. You know, they're holding up a ring to their mouth and speaking. It projects in a megaphone, and they go, "Oh, it's got to be Megan."
Attention, everyone! I'm glad everyone is here so excited about the big fight.
My name is Megaphone Trainer. It was funny to me,
name.
okay? It was funny to me, and that's all I
know. Her full name is Megaphone Trainer.
Yeah,
her nickname is Megan.
Yeah. You all know me as Megaphone Trainer.
And everyone in the gram is like, yo, Megan, what up?
Thank you for coming tonight. This has been an impromptu fight. I'm glad we could get such good turnout. I'm just going to need everyone to be a little more orderly.
Obviously, senior class gets first pick. Anyone who knows the fighters, staff, you get front row. Everyone else is going to have to watch the projection screen in order to see, because we just can't fit everyone inside the building. If you are making bets, don't tell me, because you know that's not allowed in the cram, but I know it's going down, so just keep that on the DL. Thanks, everyone. Keep the snacks out of the dojo. We don't want to have to sweep that up afterwards. And, of course, are you ready for a fight?
Yeah! Wow! And people are just yelling, yeah.
Grorg and Grilta shows me, guys, I got a spot for us. Oh, hi, everyone. Hey, I knew I'd see you again, because we're one. Let's go. I got some seats in the front row saved for us. Come on.
Because we're one.
Eloise hands Grilta one end of her meteor hammer, and they do like a preschool, like everybody holds the rope like up to the front.
Oh, excellent, yeah.
Grilta also does have blue face paint on as well.
Hell yeah.
Trouble has fans? Whoa!
You got it. There's definitely a couple fans who are like, but they don't know his name is Trouble. They think he's the Trouble. They're like, the Trouble, cause trouble.
He accidentally became like a pro wrestler. This is amazing.
Yes, because I think he's all about causing trouble in a world about following the rules. So like they're all about it. Because it's Trouble versus the Educator. I mean, it's a big clash.
Yeah.
I mean, he definitely is, but he didn't mean to like broadcast it to people this quickly. It just sort of happened.
That's where it's at.
Wow.
And so they're all in there. I think they get up front and they can see the Educator is there with just a different staff member, like supporting him in their corner. You've got Trouble, who has Personal, in their corner. And then you've got Megaphone Trainer in the middle, just projecting it. And she goes, all right, you guys know how it's done here. We're going to need some quick bows. We're going to need a hand washing. And, of course, we're going to bless this all up to everyone's favorite. And everyone in the crowd chants, for heinous Pentas.
Yeah, Eloise like, for heinous Pentas.
Yeah. And she's like, I want to keep it clean, by the rules, but at the end of the day, there can be only one winner. Hey, Questies, it's me, Nathan. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for listening to episode 12 of season 3. I hope you enjoyed it. Personally, I loved the music in that episode. I thought it was a banger. Jamie, man, when you listen to this, whew, I was jamming out. If you enjoy the music that you're hearing on this show, hey, you can listen to it on your own time, whenever you want. Download it. It is available. You can find it by going to kqpodcast.com, clicking on music, and we've got all the music from season 1 and some of the music from season 2, and I'm here to announce that more music from season 2 should be coming up in the next few weeks. Just got to tidy up a couple of things. So look forward to that announcement. That'll be announced, as always, on our Instagram and probably on Facebook too. So follow those for announcements. Or if you're a little behind, if you're a little behind the episodes, and it's already available. So go to kqpodcast.com, click on music to listen to the music. While you're on our website, kqpodcast.com, click that little merch button too. We've got some great new merch options for you, so you can bring Knight's Quest home to your own table. We've got obviously some great stickers and the new 3D printed Honest as Ajax coins available in black and in blue. High quality. They're good stuff. And another thing that we've got on the website too is announcements about our Gorf Ball tournament this summer. That's right. On August 14th, we're going to be playing some live Gorf Ball. So I'm super pumped about this. I'm genuinely really excited about this day. So if this is something you're interested in, please click on the link, again, on the website, kqpodcast.com. And if you are planning on going, please register so we can know how many teams are coming, so we can set up the brackets. If you're just planning on going by yourself, that's totally fine. We'll plug you into a team. If you're going with a friend or two friends, you can sign up as a fully made team, which would be great too. Or you can just come to hang out and have fun. But I think you should play golf ball. Come on. When are you going to get to play golf ball? Once in a lifetime chance. It's going to be great. So it's going to be super fun. I hope to see you there. It's going to be in the Twin Cities area. I think we have a location in lockdown too. If not, I don't know. Check the website. It'll be on there, and it'll be updated as details get filled out. Again, we have all these announcements. I say all this stuff, but truly, I'm really grateful for those of you who do listen to the show. And this was just a hobby that us boys started, and we're just grateful that anyone is listening to it. But if you are having a good time, please leave a review or tell a friend. Word of mouth, I think, is the best way to spread awareness of this show. And I'm not saying that because I'm like, I want to be famous, I want more people to listen. But I think just growing the community has been way more fun for me to get to know new people and for more people to join us. So tell your friends, get the word out, share something on social media. I don't know, I suck at that stuff. So yeah, visit our website, kqpodcast.com, tell a friend, and I will see you in 2 weeks for the next episode, which is on June 18th. So that's when the next one will come out. And there'll probably be more music in the meantime. Man, lots of stuff happening. It's all thanks to you. So thank you again for your support. May your place in his story be long.
You know what I'm just now thinking of? Like, if you're not allowed to use copyrighted music or video or stuff like that in things, can you just use real people's names?
I mean, you can talk about real people. Like,
No,
we've
for
established
sure.
that, like, this Megan Trainor's name is spelled differently,
It's
and they're
spelled with a
not a
U.
musician. Like, we're not
It's spelled with a
creating a
U.
caricature of the famous singer Megan Trainor.
Right.
It's
so-
It's just a
fictional
coincidence.
So, like, technically there's no law stopping me from naming my next Knight's Quest character Barack Obama.
Shit, fuck.
Just having him go on an adventure to save Palladium, yeah.
Yeah.
Technically, no.
Technically, no. Maybe. Hey, there's still music playing,
Yeah,
Jamie.
yeah.
The more you fill, the more music you're going to have to make.
Don't remind me. Oh.
All right, here we go.